Welcome, adventurers from this plane and beyond, to Camaraderie and Shenanigans. We're very excited to have you guys here. It's going to be a super fun night with all sorts of hijinks.
We don't know that yet. We thought last week would be fun.
It's guaranteed.
I had fun.
It's
So
guaranteed.
why we weren't getting last?
We always have fun.
And Shenanigans!
There it is.
Oh, he's going backwards now.
I was gonna say it's reset.
Yeah, it's going. Yeah,
Or there's no rhyme
I
and reason
think
to it
it's-
at all.
It's kind of like how he
random.
measures. It's how he measures sending. 100%.
Do I know?
We have no announcements
Are you sure?
today.
Missing someone.
Except for?
I announced it last, didn't I?
Yeah.
That she was going to be missing
Say it
next week
again.
as well? Okay. Lauren's not here.
Lauren's worth one announcement and that's it.
Maybe
I'm going to feel really bad if I didn't announce it in the last
You
episode.
did.
No one knows.
You did.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, Lauren's not with us today. She's still off doing more establishing her career paths and whatnot. So. But she will be back for next week's episode. And I cannot wait to have her back so I don't have to run her character.
And tonight is session 40.
40.
40.
Nice.
That's 2 times the 20 in our name. Math facts.
Math facts.
That's why he's the professor.
Keen mind, baby.
We've delivered double the amount of Chronicles we promised you.
I mean,
Big
technically this is
You're
one.
welcome.
This is one chronicle because it's continuing.
No, about
Maybe
that.
to you it is.
Dominic.
Every
Hi,
episode's a new
Marie
Chronicle for me.
Williams.
Do not put false information out on the internet.
Put it on Wikipedia, people.
Update my blog.
Wait, I know what it is. I'll think of it at some point and I'll shout it.
And
Yeah,
Shenanigans.
we'll just yell it later.
Uh,
Oh, without further ado, please feel free to sit back, relax, grab a snack, and get ready for camaraderie and
And
shenanigans.
And Marie.
And
Belle, are you Princess Jasmine?
I laughed at my own joke and I spilled.
I wasn't gonna say anything, but
Everywhere.
it was really funny watching that happen.
previously on the Obsidian Winds travels.
These idiots' travels.
You find yourself sailing across in the Snowbreaker, captained by Avery himself,
Box.
escorting you all to the Frost Wilds at as much of a breakneck speed as a 30 miles per hour ship can manage.
Hauling ass.
Flying through the sky, you guys make your ways through the Serpent Mountain Pass before a storm started to roll in behind you. And falling out of the sky were 2 unfamiliar individuals. As a
Still unfamiliar.
good chunk of the party dashed forward to
Very.
see what might be going on and save these potential people. Kylus managing to make it there first, discovering that indeed who he held in his arms was his own mother.
And he kissed her.
No.
Yeah, I thought it was gross.
We're all
That didn't
turtles
happen.
here.
Everyone watches every episode, every second of it.
The Oedipus episode.
The Oedipusode.
and Shenanigans!
Where's something I could throw?
There's
Your
so many
dice.
things.
You have a pile of dice in front. Anyways.
Throw candy at him.
You have little rocks.
The person behind quickly catching up and urging you all to step away from the body. And in a moment of tension, this individual claiming they could save this person inched closer and closer, placing one hand on and disappearing, casting a teleportation spell. The ship catching up by this point, confusion was held, questions were asked, and overall deemed a relatively pointless encounter.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of the party jumps back on the
It's
ship,
great for me.
and after a 12-point turn, was back in the air.
I never left the ship.
That's true. Taking off into the sky, conversation was had about potentially murdering Wolfgang to rid him of the infestation of his father's
life?
legacy.
Spikash.
That as well. Deeming it a little too dangerous for the current environment and deciding to table murder for later on. Everyone rested as
fun.
Nesta was greeted to an opportunity to interact with her mother, revealing that it was indeed her who watched over her during all this time and spoke to her as often as she could. While soaring through the sky and receiving a bit of forewarning of events happening in the north, shadows gathering, you were urged to wake up abruptly, waking to see Wolfgang, unconscious, sleeping, but a rather large, grotesque tumor bulging out of his neck with 2 eyes and a smile.
It's not hot.
And combat erupted as Victor was puppeting Wolfgang's unconscious body.
You should have made me do the thriller dance.
Would have been quite the sight.
Yeah, missed opportunities.
As combat broke out, the professor, being able to find a precise moment on a natural 20 to sever this tumor from its host. Splatting it against the wall, it formed into Victor himself, and a new fight was underway. Quickly realizing he was outpaced and overwhelmed, he was inevitably destroyed, but not before uttering one single word and fading away. Trying to figure out what to do with the melting remains of his body, you decided to banish it, and after a minute of waiting, it never decided to come back. Meaning it wasn't of this plane to begin with.
What was his final word again?
Perfect.
Oh, right.
Gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
Oh, that's his next final
Gorgeous.
word.
The party,
The chances of that.
deeming the
20,
threat dealt with, decided to, with maybe some newfound nightmares, rest. Kylus, heading back to his potion making below deck, had a whisper in his ear. A little tickle. The voice of Victor creeping into his mind, instructing him on the perfect way of finishing that potion.
How do you like it?
Hate it. Every second of it.
And the rest of the party begins to wake up. I will say, in terms of character traits and feats, Professor, you'd be the first one up.
Well, I haven't gone to bed, so.
You're still awake. Yeah, no. Unless there was anything you wanted to do before anyone woke up. Okay. The Professor is the first to wake up.
Contemplate life.
Can't find your middle name.
I'll tell you later.
It's Marie.
Do you know sign language?
Yeah, I'll wake up and
The camera can see it.
Oh, can they? Oh, whoops.
I just mouthed it. Okay, got it.
I'll wake up and just kind of reflect on everything that happened yesterday. I'm gonna
Breakfast is being served. Though you may not hear the breakfast call being so deeply entrenched in thought.
I'm going to talk to Sim at some point.
Okay.
And
Sim
then,
doesn't sleep, so
Yeah, and then I want to find Nesta.
Nesta is currently resting as peacefully as
Rest.
When
Nesta-
she's awake, I'm not gonna
Right, of
I'm not
course.
gonna
She's just wide-eyed
barge
in
in
the
the
hammock.
door.
Thinking about her in that moment, you do find her restfully sleeping on her
Did
Uh,
you sleep good?
hammock.
Just gonna take her hand and just
Alright.
yeah.
On my next move.
Eventually at some point I would like to talk to Sam and talk to Nesta when she's awake.
Sim rolls up to you with a bowl of something hot. Just, here.
Oh, thank you, Sim. Very kind of you. I had a couple of questions for you, if you don't mind.
Sure.
Well, first, how has your expansion of languages been going?
Slow.
Oh,
Common's a big one.
yes, there's quite a lot of nuance to it.
Whoever burped shook this room.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Good thing you can't lie as well as Kylus can. Sorry, that honestly kind of scared me for a second. I was like, the dog's getting closer.
The bass went just straight through me to the floor.
I felt it in the soles of my feet. Sorry, continue.
Correct me if I'm wrong. When we found you, did we find that your memories were not altered, but missing? Is that right?
I don't recall.
That's ironic. How far back do your memories go?
Oh, very far. If I were to approximately calculate, at the very least 6,000 years.
Okay. Well, perhaps in that time, have you heard of or encountered or had someone tell you about anything having to do with, oh, I guess we'll call it soul transference for now?
I mean, I'm familiar with souls. I know the concept of them, though I've never held one in my hands.
Right, but you wouldn't have to know anything about people messing with those souls or doing things to those souls, would you?
Some of the darker magics that exist, it's commonly frowned upon.
Yes, very.
It was not a consistent study for myself, unfortunately.
Right. We are looking into more information for someone who has abused that.
Oh. I hope you find something.
I hope so too.
Should I be on the lookout during my travels?
Sure.
I do know Abyss. I could speak with some demons about it.
Maybe not.
Maybe not.
Does he just know some demons he can talk to?
Do you just... Where are you going to find demons?
Oh, I don't know. But if I bump into one...
Inside check.
Let me perform a
his
quick
face,
summoning
like,
ritual.
as a
shimmers.
tumor begins to grow.
I will insight check that.
Tactical insight.
What?
His wheel just has like magic sigils that he just like puts a little bit of paint on and draws a circle.
26.
20 with a natural 1, he's being so honest. You have no doubt in your mind that he is simply offering very little
comes
social
up.
cued help as he can possibly manage. He doesn't understand what it means to encounter a demon. He knows they exist, and he knows the abyssal languages associated with them.
Okay, well, maybe just have more of a plan then.
Make a plan about soul transference.
Yes.
That was a
Soul transference. Oh, yeah, that's weird.
Every time I say it.
It's like it's taboo.
A little bit. Thank you, Sim, and I'm glad things are going well for you.
Me too. Are things going well for you?
The rocky road at this point.
But we're in the sky. Oh, I get it.
Yes, common, you know.
Yes.
Lots of sayings.
Good day, Sim.
Enjoy your oatmeal.
Thank you. It is lovely.
Wheeling away. I need oil.
It was worth a shot.
Royal King.
All right.
Whenever Nesta wakes up.
The rest of the party begins to stir out of their slumber as you finish your masterpiece.
It is done.
It is done. The work is done.
Just 100 more.
I will rest now.
Could you though?
I only have 2 more potions.
And there's 4 more days left to travel.
You have a whole village to save, buddy.
Don't put this on me.
Quit slacking.
The rest of the party wakes up. Is there anything anyone in particular wants to do, or should we just hop over to this combo?
It's like we're hopping over.
Good morning.
I like the idea of the professor standing there. Oh, good, you're awake.
I kind of like wake up slowly when I see him. It's like,
And that's when he's
She has a caffeine headache.
Oh, totally.
The office. Oh, fuck.
I'll be waiting by like the stairs up to the deck. I'm not gonna be just like,
yeah.
I think it's
It's way funny.
It's way funnier standing over her. Oh, good.
Excellent. Your conscience.
Stop time. You damn human. Sleep so long.
Seriously.
I'm not human.
I know how to give some
Damn
people
Igor, sleep
space.
so long.
Been standing here for 4 hours.
Good morning.
Good morning, Nesta. I need to send a message. And I don't want that look because the way I see it, you owe me at least 2. Because I commissioned 3 sending scrolls and ended up with 1.
All right.
It's like one way to go about it, I guess.
At least let her eat breakfast first.
Is that oatmeal in your hand?
Yes, Sim brought it over. Oh, it's like on
Thank
command.
you very much. All right. Sorry, I
Everyone
didn't
cares
mean the face. It's just
No,
I feel like sometimes people come to talk to me just because they need me to. Anyway, what do you need?
I can imagine. Well, how are you after yesterday
I'm fine.
first?
Classic professor.
Charisma 9.
What would you like me to send?
I believe I've asked you to send him before. Serdok Ironguard.
Wasn't ready for this.
Gorgeous.
Right, ready.
Right.
You're gonna count? You don't need me to count? Go ahead.
I got it.
I got it.
Serdok. It's Professor Olafia. Have run into some trouble looking into magics dealing with souls. Transferring, changing, potentially forbidden arcane arts.
That's the best kind.
Need leads.
Love you. I'd like to think that Nesta
Regards,
won't put that.
Professor.
Kisses. Ollie. Okay. Let's switch it. Oh. Hello there. I can't count.
Gotcha.
Thank you. That's tricky magic. Not something I normally have access to. I'll speak with the headmaster.
7 more words.
Might be a conversation best in person.
Conversation.
Oh, 7.
Yeah, that's all 25.
I think I know who that master is. Norio Ryota.
Which you hear these voices ring through.
Bitch cackling out there.
I would for later. I was thinking.
Excellent.
Stop having fun.
It's the witches from Serdok School.
Yeah.
Was that the answer you were hoping for?
I guess as much as I expected, but if I can have somebody researching this in a capacity while we're not able to, I'm very bothered by Victor's last word. It leads me to believe that we're not done with him yet.
I feel the same.
The question is figuring out what is going on and how it works.
In the meantime, as long as he stays on that plane we banished him to, I'm fine with that.
Yes, he's hoping.
Maybe I could scry on him.
That's actually not a bad idea. I mean, there's no real downside to it, as it wouldn't. He already knows where we are.
Mm-hmm. The only downside is it would alert everybody else that we're using one of those sigil spells.
Right.
I don't want my dad to worry. I guess I could send him a message, tell him not to worry.
Yes, and you probably would have felt me use mine yesterday. Though if he were... I think if he were true, not to say that he wouldn't be worried about you, but I think if he were, he would have used that scroll to contact us.
You're right. I'll give it a go. I'm gonna try and scry.
Tommy's like, I did not
No, I
plan
didn't.
for this.
No, I didn't. I need to
mean,
look up
and-
this spell.
Now we're...
You make a save.
I know.
Now
but
she's pretty familiar with Victor.
I know.
Is she?
See?
I've seen him.
Have you fought him? That's kind of the most intimate way you can get to know someone.
Is it?
Want to fight?
Want to wrestle?
Wrestle? But is that what he looks like?
If you prefer, I could try it tonight.
Whenever is fine for you.
If you need my spell save, just let me know. Kyle's just peeing off the ship.
You target a particular creature. But he has no physical form currently.
It's great on objects too.
Yeah, would you consider him a creature right now?
That's interesting.
It is interesting. Why don't you tell us the answer?
What else would he be?
What else would he
Yeah, I'll allow it. I gotta look at some conditions that I have right now.
Incorporeal creature.
Although it has to be on the same plane of existence as you.
That as well. If you cast it, I'm ready to see what happens.
Well, intention matters with magic. Are you intentionally thinking about Victor's soul, or are you thinking about his physical form that you banished? That's what I would be curious about. You just looking to see if he's where you sent him, or
That's tough.
Yeah.
I
Holding
feel
curveballs there.
like, because we banished his physical form, right?
Yeah.
Where do you know where you banished him?
No, I just know that if he's from this plane of existence, he goes to like a pocket dimension until time's up, and then he's popped back. If he is from a different plane, I don't know which plane he goes to, but he goes to that plane.
Wherever he would have originated from is where he would go.
Right.
If you did it on a fiend, they'd either go to the abyss or the nine hells, depending on if they're devil or demon.
I feel like having never scryed before, my thought would be to just see if I can see where he went.
Okay. What's your spell save DC?
For that, it's 17.
17. And what's my penalty because you've seen me?
I believe it's -5.
Met the person would be 0. Know the target well would be 5 penalties.
Because you don't know the target well. You don't know
I've
him
met,
intimately.
yeah.
So no bonuses, no negatives. Directly what I roll. Oop.
We don't have... There wasn't anything left from that, right? That got banished?
Do we have the likeness or picture? 'Cause that'd be a
Or
negative,
possession
too.
or garment?
He was naked.
Right here,
Yeah,
baby.
he was naked.
I got a staff.
Okay. Or we could use the memory crystal.
As your sigil begins to burn, you reach out and you feel it want to travel somewhere, but you are shunted away.
He saved.
I saved.
Well, it didn't work.
To be clear, sorry. It's a wisdom saving throw, correct?
Yes.
Okay, then yes, I saved.
But maybe that's a good thing. Maybe it means he's not on this plane.
Or it means that he is quite powerful. It could just mean that he pushed you out.
Well, we beat him up pretty good. I don't know how powerful he is right now.
I will say with the sensation of the scry, it did feel like it was trying to go somewhere.
Yeah.
It didn't feel like the spell just failed because it didn't meet requirements. It was going somewhere and got pushed back.
Mhm. Well, maybe that's possible. Well, worth a shot.
Well, we can try on the other days if we need be, but for now we can hopefully try and figure something out about it.
I'd be happy if I never have to lay my eyes on that ugly mug again.
Yes. Well, thank you again, Dustin.
Thank you. I need some fresh air.
Yes, quite. It's been too long down in the break here.
Heading above deck, you were greeted to a mild morning. The clouds are quickly rolling in behind you. That storm that was lagging behind is quickly beginning to catch up. May start raining here pretty soon. If anyone else has anything else they would like to do, now's the time to do it. Otherwise, we'll go into our last bit of random encounter time for travel. Which you can also tackle things during that downtime. These will be the last 4 days before you hit Taliv,
I'm gonna
where
find
you'll be landing
Frogman.
for.
If it's the same day, I do have something I want to do tonight.
Okay.
But nothing during the day. I'm just working on boots most of the day.
Say like mid-afternoon, I'll look for Frogman.
Okay. Let's just get it out of the way. Someone roll me a d10.
Got it.
Not it. There's nothing.
7.
7. Okay.
We already do a 7?
Huh?
No, we did 8 and 6.
He's had time to prepare. You could have a new 7.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I absolutely swap things
Ugh,
out.
Gross.
Yo, DMs that prepare.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Mr. Nand, Mr. Nand, Mr. Nand.
I can't figure out how to make
Shh,
it.
shh, shh.
Okay.
I've done it. A singular potion.
Oh my goodness.
Careful, careful.
Okay, wait. Put it in your ring.
Well, I've already got on my ring for today, so it's gonna have to wait.
I have my bag of holding now.
Yeah, put it in there.
Can I have the other one from your ring?
A bit of wind rocks the ship a bit.
Ah!
No! Teleport!
Thunderstep! Dude's chasing it like it's his mother.
I'll put it in my bag of holding.
Okay.
Well, it's pretty good, right?
Yeah, get back to work.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
All right, hold on.
Jesus.
Pump the brakes for a minute. It's time I'm asking you for something.
Oh, okay.
Well, this time I'm asking you for
No,
something.
no, no, you're right.
Sorry, I'm so tired.
I apologize. I shouldn't underestimate the value of this. Now I can rescue my mom and my sister, and regardless of what else happens when you work through the next 5 nights in a row, I know at least with their survival, they can rescue the village too.
Well, just... Okay, yeah, sure. I need a favor.
Anything.
I need you to not ask any questions about it.
Shh. I've told you, you're the one in this party I trust implicitly.
Just a wee secret between friends.
Of course.
All right. I need you to put me in the bag of holding every night.
The fuck?
I'll be in the ring, but I need you to throw the ring in there.
Okay, so here's the deal. I'm willing to, and I know I said no questions, but one adjacent question.
All right, I'll allow one adjacent question.
From how I understand bags of holding, it is magic that deals with alternate spatial dimensions. And I've heard that when you put another thing that creates alternate spatial dimensions into a pre-existing thing that creates alternate spatial dimensions, bad things can happen.
That's what I was doing in the ring. There's a book written by Jeremy Crawford where he answered this question on a Twitter thread.
Is that a wizard? A bard? I don't understand.
The wizard.
The wizard.
Yeah, where's
lives
he
on
from?
the coast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
He has a lovely tower along the Sword Coast.
Okay. Sword Coast.
Yeah, whole of the world.
What is that?
A whole new
That's
world.
interesting.
What is happening?
Meta.
Yeah, that must be a weird guy.
Meta magic.
Dax.
Quite strange, but does know his shit. So it's almost like he wrote it.
Would you say he might have some sage advice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, my ring really shouldn't cause that exactly.
You
it's-
positive about that? Have you searched that compendium?
It's technically considered a demiplane,
Okay.
and I can really bring anything there without it causing any problems.
Okay.
Question answered?
Yeah.
All
No, I like I said, I trust you. Could I ask one favor in return for that? Can I just have my other my other petrification potion out of there first, just in case?
Yes, I will get it to you as soon as I can.
Okay.
Enter the ring again.
Yeah, but you
Just
bet.
need to rest first.
So I know I said no questions, and I already asked 2 questions.
Yeah. We're on track for you.
And this one, don't answer if you don't want to, and I won't tell anyone the answer. But why?
Look at how cute he is. Come on.
So adorable.
Enhance ability charisma. Don't do that.
He'll kind of like pause for a minute and he'll look around the area. So anyone in the immediate vicinity.
Above deck, I'll say.
Professor from a barrel, just
Wrangling leaning on that.
There's a couple people going about, just kind of their daily duties aboard the ship. They see you, but they're not trying to listen in. Captain Avery's up at the helm.
Why don't we head down where I was making that potion? I'll show you a few more things I might need to make the next one for you.
Oh, of course. Anything to get you back to work.
And I'll like, kind of walk downstairs with him.
You head downstairs, passing Nesta in the process as she's heading up above.
Why do you look annoyed?
I'm heading up as well.
Okay.
Oh, I understand.
Knowing nods. We head down.
David's like, I don't like this one. I don't like this one.
Just once.
Crossing paths, you head below deck. Heading down.
Did I ever tell you that I have the sending spell now?
Yeah.
We'll come
Okay, maybe keep that to yourself. Seem to be a needy bunch.
Yeah.
All right, well, Mr. Nand, this really does have to be a secret between us.
Oh, yeah, of course. We're being serious now.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not ready to tell the others just yet,
Oh, yeah, of course.
but I trust you. It's Victor. He's not gone.
Okay.
I heard him speak last night to me.
Okay.
I think I'm in the same position Wolfgang was.
Okay.
My plan with the ring, if I go into it each night and you put it in the bag, if he tries to escape using my body, he'll be thrown into the bag. And, well, we'll both die. So I don't think he'll do it.
Non-detection. On you. Okay.
But if I do come out of the ring, I can still get my rest each night, and I can have 2 hours to, well, wrestle with him, whatever it is, to try and gain control again before I come out.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, no, you
that's
bet.
the plan currently.
I get this. Short answer, yes. I will. And I understand your precaution. How do I...
How do you know it's me?
Yeah.
I don't really know. Natural charisma, dashing good looks, a tumor not coming out of my neck.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh, that's up.
If you experience these symptoms.
So before I go to bed, I just put the ring in my bag.
Yep.
When I wake up, I take it out.
Absolutely.
Okay.
That won't put the others in any danger, and I'll have some time to figure something out.
Okay.
Against us.
Yeah.
Either one.
Yeah. No. That's fair. And I understand your hesitance to telling people. I do think now that Wolfgang has him gone, if he does really have him gone, I'd be, inclined to trust him again. But it's your secret. And I respect that.
I'll chat with Wolfie at some point, just kind of feel out where his head's at.
Okay.
He might like some freedom, maybe some actual one-on-one time with his lady.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's a world I don't know much about.
I don't mind people watching. It's fine.
Yeah, that kind of dawned on me.
It's your idea. You came up with this.
No.
Yeah, it was.
It's all you, buddy boy.
I didn't
boy.
read the last page of that idea.
There are questions that I've been wondering for Wolfie that maybe could apply to you. And since you're an arcane magic user like me, maybe, I don't know, maybe you could be like a mentor or patron of magic or something like that.
I like the sound of that.
I've been trying to think of ways to trap magical essences and creatures or souls into specified locations.
It's actually something I've been doing a bit of research on as well.
If you ever figure it out, I think we should work together on that, because not only would this save us potentially from Victor, but all of these permanent deaths that we're facing between my dad and the professor and Nesta now, if we can separate the soul from the body or pin a soul in one place, it might be.
Depends what the sigil's attaching itself to, the soul or the physical form. But
Yeah.
I do understand where you're coming from.
Just, if you do think of anything, just let me know. I like to write it all down here. Spells are cool, man.
Yeah, I'm quite busy making new potions, so I don't really know if I have time for
Yeah,
that.
speaking of which, we should stop this conversation. Yes to everything you said. Let's get back to work.
I'm gonna go get some booze, so I'll think about it after that.
What a benevolent slave master. He didn't even whip you once that whole conversation.
Right?
He's even letting you take a few moments for yourself.
I know.
It's better than Bezos.
Picture like a little stick just like hit in the back of my head.
Back of your shins, really?
Yeah.
Right on the ass.
Ah, ooh.
All right. All right.
We got secrets.
We got secrets.
The day progresses forward. You are left to your own devices, working out, doing studying, bit of praying, researching notes.
I'm not praying today.
No prayer today.
Ooh.
I am.
Mm.
Didn't you say you should reach out every day?
I did say that. I said you should. Didn't say you have to.
Oh, okay.
Naughty, naughty.
The evening approaches.
When will we hit the frost wilds?
After today, it's going to be 3 days. You'll hit Taliv, but it's literally the doorsteps to the Frostwild. You can walk a couple miles and then boom, it's snow.
Okay.
So,
At some point, I'd probably tell Wolfgang about the vision I got and that my mother warned me about Nikroska. So do with that with what you will.
Okay.
Do you just share it with him or do you share it with everyone?
I'd probably share it with everyone if we're like sitting down to dinner
Yeah.
or something.
Okay.
meal's called.
Yeah.
Just cramped, but
Yeah.
But talk to my mom. She says your home sucks.
Shadowfell.
Basically.
Hmm?
Is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
Okay. You said you talked to your mom and my home sucks. Is that what the
More or less.
more or less?
That was the gist of it.
That was the
You
gist
break
of
it
it.
down.
Wolfgang kind of is easy, and he just kind of looks at you and goes back to eating.
You're not surprised?
About what? That Your mom thinks my home sucks?
That your home's being overrun with the Shadowfell.
It's always kind of been dark there. I mean, I've been fighting zombies for a very long time. It's not really nothing new.
Oh, good. Glad you're not worried about it.
Worried. I mean, I'm concerned, but you talked to my brother. He sounded like things were... City's not on fire. There's nothing I can do right now. We got a job to do, and then maybe after that we'll go say hi.
Is there like a portal from the Shadowfell to Necrovskia?
Yeah. Are there like giants there too? Because wasn't he dealing with them or something?
He said something to you about giants at some point. I don't remember what that was.
Is there just everything terrible up there in the north?
You're not there yet.
Yet.
Took her a second.
It did take a second.
Yeah, I mean, we are commonly dealing with like zombies and vampire type things.
What? This is your day-to-day?
I mean, it's not like I'm walking down the street and going, "Oh, there's a zombie, let's go fight it." It's more like, oh, it's.
That's what it sounds like.
I mean, it's.
It sounds really
I
awful.
mean, it sounds like that's at least what you want it to be.
Like,
I mean,
why
it
would
has
you-
been like that.
why would you continue to live there? Like, just move
You'd move.
a wee bit south.
Oh yeah, that's super reasonable. People can just up and move.
You literally can. You just put a backpack on and start walking.
You don't have anything of value that would take more than a backpack?
Nope.
Yeah, me neither.
It's been like a month, 2
Can't
months
relate.
even.
I understand what you're saying.
Some of us have a home.
For better or
No
for
offense
worse.
to anyone here, but
I mean, we all have a home now.
we're standing on it.
No, we
No, we're
we
at
bought
the
it back
house.
in the
We have
house.
a house.
Yeah.
And I can make us a mobile home.
Exactly.
Finance
Oh, that's
mobile
great.
home.
Well,
And well, I always really have a house, so
Do you have anything in there?
nope.
Nothing in there at all. It's an empty space.
Yep. Kind of just place to meditate.
So if you two are done bickering,
No, I got a little more in me actually.
Me too.
Oh wait.
Screaming at each other.
I what I'm concerned about is if there's these Shadowfell things getting into Necrovskia, and the body of Victor went to another plane, could he have gone to the Shadowfell to let these things in? Like if these things are getting in, wouldn't that just be a direct
What
access
did you say?
point?
About Victor going where he's dead, right?
Well, no.
The body is gone.
We may have killed the body, but we strongly suspect that his soul is gone somewhere else.
Why do you strongly suspect that?
Because who says perfect when they die?
Well, and the
Crazy
banishment
people?
spell.
Yeah, he did leave a bit prematurely. They did send him away.
And because I banished him, and if I was researching the spell correctly, granted it's the first time I've ever done it, they're supposed to come back after a minute. They're only gone if they go somewhere else permanent. And so I don't know the history of your grandfather, but if he's from the Shadowfell, then he could have just gone back there, and if there's a way to get from the Shadowfell to your home,
But
that
he
sounds an
was-
easy way to get back to us.
But your grandfather was modified by magic, obviously, but still human,
As far as I know.
unless...
Humans do exist in other planes.
That's true.
Really?
Yeah, I've met at least a dozen.
Do we have a
What
way
is
to
that?
figure out the nature of his being, if
home.
he's human or undead?
I tried to scry him today, and it didn't.
You
go.
tried to scry him?
Well, I wanted to make sure we got him off
And
of
what
our
happened?
plane. Well, I cast the spell, and it kind of came back to me. I'm not sure if he resisted it or if he just wasn't there to hold on to. I don't know what happened. It was my first time using it.
I contacted a friend of mine at Chimsworth just to get the research started on just anything having to do with souls and souls transferring, moving, what have you.
Did he find out anything?
Oh, no, he's not something that's just readily accessed by anybody, but he knows who to talk to get that process going at least.
Where's this place?
Trimsworth Academy.
Is that on this continent?
It's above this continent.
In theory, the location of Trimsworth Magical Academy is purposefully kept a bit of a mystery. So technically, it's a part of this continent. Technically.
Do they have
Sounds a bit
a permanent
pretentious.
means of teleportation? If I've been researching ways to transport long distances in short periods of time, but I've heard one of the easiest ways is if there's a transportation hub.
I've never been on the ground itself before, right? And I don't-
You've communicated with professors and scholars who have left the school before. People who usually go are either regulated officials or students.
I haven't been on the grounds myself. I just happen to know people who have been there or who currently reside there that I've met in my time.
I need more time to research this, but that's one of my irons in the fire is if there are places that we need to visit with permanent hubs for transportation, pretty soon I might be able to get us there fairly quickly.
I mean, with the amount of magical research that happens there, I'm sure they've got to have something.
Okay.
Why do we all think that his soul can be transferred?
Because he was in you.
And now he's not?
And the things that he's after, these sigils, they distort a soul. And so regardless of what's happening with his soul or anyone in specific, researching the transference of a soul can only improve us all.
And does he seem like the type of person to not have some sort of backup plan should this scenario happen?
He disappeared when I was 7. Well, he died when I was 7. So, couldn't tell you.
We think we killed his
He must
backup
have been
plan.
so cute at a 7-year-old.
Yeah, it was adorable.
How much? Never mind.
How hairy was
Full on.
Full beard.
Like a little gorilla.
It's just born.
Looks like a little Ewok. Running around the north. The abominable wolfgang.
They do use spears.
Glad we're all visualizing
Just
that
thought you
together.
should- No. Anyway.
What was your question? Just thinking about being 7 again. Covered in hair.
Clearly, it doesn't matter to you.
No, what matters to me is why we all think that his soul could have transferred. We have no evidence that it had in the first place.
I don't know if it was a transfer, if it just went back to another plane to something else. Who knows?
Whatever it was unwilling to be revived by you, right, Nesta?
And my banishment spell, it didn't take like I thought it would.
He's strong, whatever he is.
At that, Wolfgang's gonna kind of like lean back, push his chair back, and walk out and go to the top deck.
I'll follow him out.
Brooding again. 2 days in a row.
I don't blame him.
You go above deck. Rain is starting to across the deck.
I imagine a cape kind of fluttering in the back, brooding hardcore on the bow of the ship right
So
now.
The shot I'm imagining
Oh
right
yeah,
now.
it's fucking sick.
So good.
It's so lightning with me being framed by it.
Yes.
What light comes out from below deck is covered a bit as Kylus approaches.
Kind of looking back.
But don't you look lovely brooding?
Over the shoulder shot right now.
Not gonna lie, I thought this would probably be the best spot for it.
Is that what you're aiming for every time you
I look good.
look alright?
I look
Not as good as your brother, I imagine.
You can imagine it all you want.
Hopefully.
What's up, Kylus?
Are you happy your grandfather's gone? He's not with you anymore.
Have you... Do elves lose teeth?
Elves don't have teeth.
Every few hundred years, you gotta keep the chompers looking fresh.
Like a shark? They like cycle in?
Kind of, yeah. Because, like, you eat things, so naturally they wear down, so they do have to...
I'm in the corner, just
I don't know if Jeremy Crawford
I'm moments away from insight check.
The very
That's
first
the
one.
one.
That's where you
That's
go.
all of this soul talk, deception, you give a fuck, but
He's got shark teeth. That doesn't sound.
Just see Wolf. No fucking way.
That's kind of what's going. He's like, really?
It's like a kid at
That's
Christmas.
why I never have toothaches. That's why they just pop in a new one.
You're full of shit. That's a bad example.
Yeah, you got any more?
Yeah, I'm working on it. Do you concentrate on breathing?
No, me especially not.
Does it? It just happens on its own, right?
Yep. Thank the Western winds for that.
No,
Or the winds in general.
Doesn't really make any sense to me. Have you ever had to concentrate on breathing?
No.
You've never been in a situation where you had to like force yourself to focus on breathing?
No.
So it's like an unconscious thing that's always there for you.
Absolutely.
That's kind of what my grandfather was like.
Breathing?
An unconscious force that's always there.
Yeah, all right.
Whether I know it or
I get
not.
it. I get it.
Do you?
I do.
I feel like I had to spell that out for you. So.
I just had to circle around a wee
Okay,
bit.
just making sure we're on the somewhat same
Wolfgang.
page.
Yeah, air means different things to different people.
Sure. I mean, when you're an air, whatever the hell that Frog
to
Adams
air is
calls you.
human.
Yeah, I'm sure air means something unique to you. Where was I going with that? Oh, what was your question? Do I miss?
Are you happy that he's
Am I
gone?
happy? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I almost killed that archer girl. When I almost blew up the hag, that was pretty great.
That was pretty
It
cool.
was a cool moment for me.
I would have been really happy if you did, actually.
Yeah, I'm
But,
kind of bummed it didn't work out
Me
totally,
too.
but it still felt pretty good. I feel like it changed the whole feel of the fight. But yeah, I'd say overall I'm
He
probably
did very good.
I didn't do that.
He did very good.
He did very good. Yeah, I guess overall I'm probably happy he's gone. Why?
And then, well, why are you being such a sourpuss about it then? You're out here
Do I have-
brooding in the rain.
Do I have to go over the whole breathing thing and how it's...
No, you don't.
Okay.
Yeah, you're just missing a part of yourself now. I get it.
There we go.
All right, yeah,
Now you're
okay.
getting it. You're not as dumb as you look. It's fine.
I try. Well, if you're happy that he's gone, maybe you should try and enjoy it. Figure out who you are without him.
Oh, it's not like... It is not like something that I don't know who I am or I'm having some existential crisis about it. It's thinking about the great evil that was within my family. Now that's gone, am I a part of it? You know, that kind of stuff.
I think you take this as a small victory and prepare for the worst if he does come back.
Why would he come back? Why does everybody seem to think he's not gone?
I really don't know, but
Because the professor made a comment about it. Frogman made a comment about it. Now you've made a comment about it.
I'm mostly concerned about Nesta not being able to bring him back.
Bring her back.
Victor.
What do you
She
mean?
tried to revive.
Mind you, I was unconscious for most of what
Yes.
happened there.
She tried to revive him,
Mm-hmm.
and the soul didn't want to return, which means it made a conscious choice not to come back.
He's every bit of 150 years old. I mean, I know that's not much to you, but
I'm getting there.
to us, it's a lot. Maybe he was over it.
Well, just enjoy it. Maybe spend some time with Victoria without him breathing down your neck.
Gross.
Yeah, it really was.
What brought this on for you?
He stormed off, so I just wanted to see you in a majestic light out here.
Did you get your fill?
Not yet.
Oh, Phil.
How's things going for you?
Fantastic. I finished that potion for Mr. Nand, I can rescue his mother and his sister, and I haven't slept in about 2 weeks, so that's great. Feeling really good about that.
You hear a message spelling in your head.
You look really bad.
Thanks. Can you see the stubble though? It's coming in.
Holy shit.
2 weeks of growth right there. 5 o'clock shadow almost.
Dude. You should let it grow.
Yeah.
In about a year, you might have something going on.
I don't want to get too long, Don't want to hide this jawline.
Are you happy?
Like, just generally happy, or
Yeah.
that feels not breathing down my neck as much as he was before. We're actually spending some time in the air. We're off to fight a beholder, which I'm not too happy about.
It's going to be awesome.
Nah, not really.
I mean, frankly, I'm not 100% sure what they're capable of, but it's a monster with a
Probably
giant eye.
Probably being awful if it's terrified and terrorized his entire village.
Yeah, but we're a lot taller than them.
At least we got that going for us. Well, height's
who's
an
the-
advantage.
So who was the elf woman?
Who was the elf woman?
Come on, buddy. The way you looked at her, the way you didn't have a word, you know who that is. Was it like your mom or something?
What a wild guess.
I mean, Frogman's dad shows up, my grandfather shows up, Nesta's dad shows up.
So you think my mom just followed that
I
up?
don't know, man. I'm like going based on the rest of the things that have happened to our group. It's not that
fair.
wild of a guess.
Really hard to argue with that logic.
Your aunt, your daughter.
Well, no,
You're
definitely
you're-
not. I don't have any daughters.
You're not. You sure about that? Yeah, exactly.
Bag it.
10 daughters. Wow.
I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty wild in my 80s, so I just,
And weren't we all?
it's great years, perfect decade.
Good clothes.
So who was she?
Wolfie.
A lover?
No, definitely not. That's gross.
So it was a family member.
No, definitely not. That's gross.
What are you hiding from? I mean, no one else is listening now, right?
Guess
Either
that's true.
he's dead or his soul's been transferred. And either way, he ain't listening.
Should have rolled the inside check like 6 times.
My acting was so good.
All right, Wolfie, I'll give you this one. All right. Her name's Neri Vereen.
One more time.
Neri Vereen.
Like an elf name.
Nocturne.
Did you hear that? Some sort of banging? I don't know. Nocturne, as in like your last name?
Yes.
Is it your mom? Is she your mom?
She's my mother.
I fucking
yes.
nailed it. Yes, I fucking nailed it.
Oh,
It's
quite
almost
proud
like I
of
had
yourself,
outside
aren't you?
knowledge. But I deduced the fuck out of that. We can all acknowledge that I did.
Guided by the gods, one might say.
It's like a proof after you have
God.
the equation,
Oh,
though.
Just turn
How's
the
that going, by
magnet
the
up.
way?
She seems interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Benevolent, kind, warm, caring.
That doesn't sound like any god.
Yeah, not really.
But if you were omnipotent and all-powerful, would you be super squishy and lovey and dovey to everybody?
Probably not. It'd probably be different.
I'm sure you'd be different. So that was your mom, huh?
Yes, it was.
Are we concerned about that?
I'm very concerned about that, but
So-
it's not really something I want to get into right now. Not one bit. Not in this rain.
What's the rain have to do with it?
I don't know. Just storms. Can't do it.
You know, you don't always have to be so.
I've given you quite a bit.
I'm not asking you for anything else. I'm just saying, like, not everything has to be such a dance with you.
Yes, it does.
Why?
Because I love to dance.
Do you think it has any, I don't know, negative effects on your friendships and relationships? You got a lot of friends?
Only with this group it seems to have a negative impact.
Traveled with a lot of groups in your days?
Not really.
Why?
Oh my god, how many questions are you gonna ask me tonight?
As many as you feel like answering. You don't have to answer anything.
Why don't we just brood and see who looks better doing it? Alright?
No, this is my brooding spot.
I know, I'll brood at the head of the deck.
That's literally where we're standing right now.
I'll
You can go to the fucking back of the ship. This is my spot.
You stand off to the left, I'll stand off to the right. That way we're looking at different headings.
So you're done talking?
Yep, I'm gonna put my foot up right here.
Kind of like slip away. Alright, yeah.
I want performance
I'll-
checks from both of you.
I'll throw on my magical cape.
I want performance checks from both of you. Rudolph.
Who looks cooler?
16.
Nice.
Nice.
Natural brooder.
Cable's just like, yeah, he wins.
Thanks, Cable, for your input. Really appreciate that.
No problem.
Why don't you get back down in the engine room?
I'm going to. He cartwheels away.
That ape's alright.
Ah, he is.
He does the whole, like, away. I don't know what that is, but they do it all the time.
They do.
I
Thanks
just
for,
imagine a white Diddy Kong.
Yeah, pretty
A little
much.
bit. Yeah,
Go.
it's kind of where I've been.
I can see it.
Thanks for telling me.
You're welcome. I seem to be sharing quite a bit lately.
It's almost like you're making friends. Shucks.
No, I don't really. No. You brood over there, I'll brood over here, alright? We're just two handsome individuals brooding in a storm.
Beautiful.
One of us doing it a little better.
Yeah, alright, shut up. It's just because you have so much hair to flap
Oh,
around
yeah,
in
it
the
looks
breeze.
so good blowing in the wind.
As the brooding contest continues, is there anything downstairs going on? If not, we'll move to the next day.
So that evening, as we're getting ready,
I tell everybody that was his mom. No, I don't.
I will send a sending
Okay.
to
Told you that.
Elmirna.
Okay.
Elmirna, it's Frog. We're getting closer. 5 days, I think.
No, you're right. You're right.
Okay.
Sorry, it's 3 to Taliv, but there will be a couple days of travel to get actually to Hollow.
Talk to Bobby, the merchant. I have, 10 left?
10 left.
He's meeting us at the entrance. Can you come? Thanks.
Thanks.
The entrance won't be possible. We were driven further down. I escaped with as many as I could. Do not trust the statues you see.
Fuck. That sounds bad.
That sounds really bad.
Actually,
All right, I'm gonna burn a few third level spells here. One more. Got it. What are the numbers? Dead? Petrified? Living? I have 2 potions to heal the petrified. Who can I use them on? Are Elizrana and Mom okay? Is that it?
Elstrana and Mom. Or Elstrana. Stop saying Elstrana.
Oh, I'm gonna get and Mom. Fuck. That's what I get for not being calculated.
22 escaped with me. The rest are most likely stone. Your sister started it. Your mother is not with us. I cannot go back. I was hoping to let that be a reveal when you got there.
Uh-huh.
Damn
Not with sending, baby.
Nah, I know.
In fact, let's burn one more.
Let's do it! Victor attack!
Mhm.
God damn it. Not with my strategy.
That's not a word. No. Where Elizdrana goes, I must too. Just one is. Is her soul salvageable? Looking into souls a lot. I'll need your help. Your darkness can prove to be the answer. Oh, okay. Your darkness can prove the answer.
The answer.
With petrification, the soul remains intact. Keep the body whole. Do not destroy it.
How many do you have? 10?
Mm-hmm.
Petrification remedies work, or kill the source.
Just kill the fucking beholder. Fuck you. Let's fucking go.
I mean, I totally thought.
Okay, so her
She
soul-
doesn't use the remainders.
Alright, that's good enough for me.
If I ever cross paths with Kylus, I have something to give him. If we just go
Presents.
hands.
You find him chugging a potion downstairs with an alchemist kit before him.
Hi. Just settling into rest.
Are you?
Just chugs Celsius.
Listen, I've been noticing that you're not sleeping. And I'm going to give him a tonic of assisted sleep. This is from back in the day in the temple. I used to have trouble sleeping too.
2 more words.
That's funny because when she started talking, I also was like trying to keep count.
You've got like this much left?
You just don't need them anymore. Appreciate the sentiment. Unfortunately, this is intentionally inflicted upon myself.
Why?
Mr. Nand.
No.
I was going to try and make a few potions so we could at least revive, hopefully, a few people. I was actually hoping to have extra in case one of us got...
Oh, that's smart. We'll give it back.
Actually, I think I'll keep it.
All right. Well, good luck with this.
Appreciate it. You know how to use an alchemist kit?
Hmm?
Take that as a no.
That is a no.
Alright, fair enough. Let's see if you want to help, but... don't worry about it. I'll
I
take care of
could
it.
assist you with magic.
Could you?
Sure.
I'll take it.
Guidance.
Yeah. Oh, alright.
What else you
I'm just gonna sit there.
Guidance.
I mean,
Guidance.
If you, I will say this: if you want to stay up all night with, and guidance him every single time he needs it.
Would you like a
Otherwise,
potion? This one'll
guidance is
keep you
a
awake.
singular check. He's working through the night to shave off time from an already lengthy experience.
I got one potion left. What do you say? You want to pull an all-nighter with me? We have booze.
Fuck it!
Alright.
All right.
I knew she was gonna say that.
Is that a secret that you guys are keeping? That you guys are working together for my potions?
I don't think so.
No, I wouldn't keep it a secret.
Before I go to bed, I will upcast enhance ability. What, int?
It's fine. Whatever it needs to be.
Yeah.
Again, the check happens at the end of the 3 days.
Yeah.
So
So to hasten.
there are checks happening,
Yeah.
sure, but we're not rolling them out in the open.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
When you feel that scry kick back in, how would you feel about using it to peek on someone I might know?
I could try. I haven't felt what it feels like to have it work yet.
Well, let's hope. Maybe tonight it will.
All right. Fuck it.
All right. Well, we're working. I might as well explain the situation to you.
Real quick. What does the recharge say on the sigil?
Oh, it might be a one-a-day thing.
But it might be recharge on long rest.
Does this potion not give you long rest?
He
Watchful rest.
Watchful rest.
I had
potion.
2.
Yes, but she's the one casting Scry. If she doesn't take a long rest, she's about to take a point of exhaustion.
Well, no, she's taking the potion of watchful rest.
Oh, you're taking the other one?
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
so
okay,
he's giving
okay.
his
Yeah.
last 2.
Yes,
on
okay,
Yeah,
then
so we're
yes,
splitting the last
then
2.
that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. Okay.
Oh, there it was.
I thought she was just like, time to go.
Time to go.
I'm gonna be tired.
Recharge. Let's go.
Yeah.
It's after a long rest.
After a long rest. So if you do this potion, you do get the long rest.
Okay.
It'll be very late when we do it.
Sure.
All right.
Sure.
Sure.
Well, you're that elf that fell from the sky.
Yes.
Her name's Neri Vereen Nocturne. She's my mother.
Oh.
And I would just like to know if she's alive.
All right.
And anything you could find out. But small twist on this. I just need to know if she's alive. Anything else you find out, keep it to yourself.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I don't need to know that. The reason I was in so much shock and was so surprised to see her is that she should be dead. She died the day I was born. I don't know her at all.
Huh. That is strange. Okay. I'll see what I can do. Do you have a picture of her or anything?
You did see her.
You did see her.
It was brief, but you did see the body on the ground before the teleportation engaged.
Well, I actually have something better. I'll take off the ring. This was hers.
Huh.
And so is this sword.
Ooh.
So maybe with those two, it might be able to go through.
All right. Here goes.
As you guys are working on the potion throughout the night, it does kick in eventually. The scry ability comes back. You cast it. Professor, you feel burning on your chest. Okay.
-4 because it is a garment.
-4. Wisdom save. DC 17?
Mm-hmm.
That's a beefy DC. That's a failure.
Sorry.
Wait, no.
No,
it's good.
failure on my part.
Yes!
Not failure on yours.
Sorry.
I could have been more specific. Nesta. In this moment, calling upon magic that is not in itself divine, but pulling it from something else, an item, someone who enchanted something, is different. You are not guided by the moon for this. You are ripped up into the sky, flashing forward, spiraling through the air. It is abrupt and rushed and painful. And you see a woman soaring through the sky, unconscious and cradled by the wind itself. Around what you can barely make out, they seem to be caught in a storm nearby. And though their eyes are closed, resting, they do seem to be conscious. And as you are watching, there is a moment underneath what ragged clothing that has been torn up is left. You see something light up on their chests. And she...
I'm gonna shoot myself.
You have 10 minutes here. Is there anything else you are trying to do? You're hyper-fixated on this individual. You can't see much else beyond these borders. It is dark around these edges.
Yeah.
Get that sigil. Kill her.
I'll
Good
wait
luck.
for her to see if she wakes up or moves or anything.
Roll me a perception check.
No, sorry, I don't want to use that dice. Take it away. I don't want to see.
Question before she hits that. Has she seen this wind before that's carrying her? Maybe in a tournament that intervened with one of my spells?
It's hard to tell. We'll see what the perception check
okay.
pulls up.
18.
18, that's not bad. You hear yelling in the distance. It's hard to make out exactly what they're saying. And then it echoes and travels toward a bolt of lightning streaks past. The wind itself dodging and moving out of the way. In that moment of jostling, it is almost humanoid in its shape. Like a physical embodiment of air itself, manifesting these arms that are carrying this individual rapidly through the sky. Another echo. Whatever this echo is behind them, they're casting magic. They're trying to destroy whatever this is. Whatever it is that's carrying her. Another bolt of lightning soaring through. The winds around here are turbulent and insane. Before you are yanked back into your consciousness.
Yoink. Ouch.
Yoink.
You almost knock over a beaker in the process.
Oh, careful. You're right.
What you saw was her eyes go into the back of her head, boom, the sigil alighting and just shaking, and you swear you could feel wind coming off of her.
I'll just like put a hand on her shoulder, like, you all right?
That was,
Yep. I only need to know one thing. Keep everything else to yourself. Whatever it was you saw there. I'm sorry, but I just can't now.
What was the one thing you needed to know?
Yes. Is she alive?
Yes.
That's all I needed to know.
Are you sure I can't tell you something else?
Yes. Yes.
Why? It's very important.
I want to know very badly, but I just can't right now.
Okay.
Please just trust me on this.
Okay. Cool.
Thank you.
She's lovely. Sorry, that's another thing. Non-moon magic is...
Is it now? It did look quite violent, if I'm being honest. You were all... Not exactly like that. Might have been a wee bit of an exaggeration, but like
that's how it
your
felt.
tongue wasn't out, but...
It's like potions.
You proceed to spend the next 5 hours with some of the greatest knowledge in your mind of existence, and the person who should probably know the most about it is right next to you helping you make potions. Needless to say, the evening continues on with relative ease and uneventful moments before dawn approaches. Your long rests are had, though you went through all of it conscious.
Need a drink.
Mm.
There's plenty.
Okay.
Your scry is gone for the day.
Okay.
You're gaining the long rest, but you use the scry as part of that process. We just sped it up a bit.
Yeah.
Next day dawns. Unless there's anything anyone wants to do, the evening or the day progresses. Probably sometime around 2:30 or so, you start to hear bells ringing above deck. As you all approach and gather up above, Avery's looking off in the distance, way across the bow. As you all turn and look, is there something you wanted to do? I saw your finger go up.
Yeah, there was. You just went so fast.
Sorry.
I was
Yeah,
like,
no.
are we just doing this?
No,
then?
go ahead. Go ahead.
No. The only thing is that I would catch Nesta feeling it go
Sure,
off again. And did you try to scry on him again?
I did. It didn't work.
Darn it. Well,
Why do you lie?
one of these times it'll go through.
Lie.
That's all I want to check.
Okay.
Brutal.
I have half the group lying for me right now.
Right? We're a sower of deception.
I'm not lying for you.
It's so,
Episode 10.
yeah, it's, wow.
I haven't lied for you.
Moving back to that moment,
Haven't said anything.
as you all look ahead of you, trajectory north is a massive collection of clouds, dark and angry, swirling. Avery looking above, just, that's a fucking hurricane. We're going down. We're going down. It's gonna be a little slower of a trek. I'm not flying through that.
Do the clouds look like the clouds from my vision?
Hard to
Look
tell.
like clouds.
You're looking at it from if they are the same, you're looking at it from a totally different perspective. You were stuck in whatever roiling storm was going on. And to be fair, there is still rain around you. There's still wind buffeting the ship at this moment.
But that's on another.
That's another level. Is as you're watching, you just see lightning snake and crawl and spread across into the sky like hands reaching for whatever thing they're missing from the atmosphere.
Does this look natural to me?
Roll an Arcana or Nature check. I'll say with your affection towards storms, if you roll Nature, you have advantage.
Okay, go for nature then. Okay, cool. Getting rid of that dice forever.
You betrayed me for the last time.
19.
19. No, this is not a normal storm.
Familiar storm.
No. The
Oh.
size of this is insane.
Okay.
No singular creature, or person at the very least, you know of, could make something like this. Except for maybe one.
Dad.
Maybe.
Maybe. Or
Or there's some
that-
wild
that
things on the
other
material
thing.
plane.
yeah. Okay.
Apologies, guys. It's going to put a little bit of extra time on our journey. If I go in there, we're dead.
Oh, let's not go in there.
Tilting the ship at a bit of a harder nosedive downwards. You get a little bit closer to the ground and begin to sail with this massive roiling hurricane inching ever closer. Beyond that,
So now watch the storm.
the day is a bit rough. You spend a little less time relaxing or working on potions, which will pull you back a
Yeah.
little bit.
Fair enough.
You are working on helping out on deck, moving water that leaks into the hull. You're helping out on some of the on some of the extended sails that pull out during difficult crosswinds. You are also currently in the windswept plains, which already have turbulent forces of wind. Now you got a hurricane above you. Needless to say, it's a rough day.
Love it.
Tornadoes? Good to see it.
No, not currently. Might be a little too high up right now.
I'll just spend the rest of that day in the engine room trying to, keep any sparking arcane forces
Mhm.
at bay.
All right.
Be helping them on deck.
Yeah, I'll be flying around helping with sails in the upper levels.
There's a moment where lightning does strike down just low enough to catch the tip, bending it off. You fly out there and reel it back into place.
I will say I'm very happy throughout all of this. I'm enjoying the storm, and like the markings on his cheeks are brighter, and little sparks are coming off of them occasionally.
I'll just help out any way I can on deck.
With your watchful eye, they probably put you in on a high point, just to keep an extra lookout for anything.
Bye, Phil. Bye, Phil.
Sailing forward, you do eventually by evening's arrival, pass this storm. It was traveling towards you, so you were able to move pretty quickly out of it.
Sure we're not in the eye?
Not currently, at least.
I mean,
Big fucking
you
eye.
can tell if you're in the eye or not.
That's fair.
Calm.
It's
Well, perception check.
at advantage because it's an eye?
Well, because there's also another storm in the area. Because again, as far as he knows, that was not natural. But the thing that was traveling with you has been.
So I rolled at advantage anyways, but they're both 6s, so.
Whoa.
Read that you roll an advantage.
Consistency.
6.
I make the rules.
Wolfgang always has
It's hard to tell through whatever cloud cover is already present. That's a little bit lower in the atmosphere.
Insight check the storm.
No, he doesn't.
Your intention
I like you're
is
like shark
wrong.
teeth.
Deception.
Inside check.
2. That cloud looks like a bunny.
Quite literally, I was so close to insight checking.
You all do eventually make it past the majority of the storm, and the rain begins to turn into a light drizzle throughout the rest of the evening. So, does add an extra day to travel.
And that night, I'll send Bobby a message with an update on the ETA.
Okay. He tells you he's already there.
Great.
Well done, Bobby.
Thanks, Bobby.
Thanks, Bobby.
I apologize, guys. With that bit of delay, we're also going to have to take an extra day and rest this engine. We kind of put it through hell.
Can't control the weather, as they say.
Who's that?
Yeah, what was that?
Did you just have gas?
Sorry. Thought the wind got it, but guess you guys heard that.
Wind's not always blowing in your favor.
Not always. Not always.
Taste it.
Stop tasting it, Mr. Nand.
Unless there's anything major that needs to happen during the last bits of travel.
More fart jokes.
There's some time. The ship did have to land for a while. It takes back into the sky the next day. You're off and about, and the sun begins to pull out and shine its light down on you all.
Who can do the best mouth fart?
Paul was about to go for it.
So ready. He's like, Wolfgang probably wouldn't.
Also, I've trained my whole life for this.
Wolfgang has not.
Catch you during the break.
Sailing off. Oh,
There is one thing I have to do. One of the nights when he puts me in the bag.
Right, that's happening.
Yep.
bag him in 10.
Every night. Because I don't need more
I try to
potions.
sneak him behind.
Yeah. No, I go in the ring first. And
Oh my
put
God.
me in the
No air, no air.
Just imagining Frognet choking out. So.
It's fun. It's fun.
Oh my God.
Chloroform.
Yeah.
Anyways.
You were saying?
So small and so powerful. I do want to try and talk to Victor.
Okay.
Talk to my grandpa.
Yep.
Motherfucker. It's my grandpa.
It's my grandpa.
My grandpa, no, your grandpa, my grandpa.
Witches. So in the ring, I don't have a mirror in there. Wolfgang talked into a mirror.
You don't have a mirror to look at yourself?
No.
A spoon, so you're
shot.
upside
Yeah.
down.
Honestly, that's the biggest development of this. I know what I'm saying at the end.
On your top 3?
I just know I always look good, so I don't have to look at myself.
God, he turned it around. Turned it around.
I cannot stand this man.
I'll fill like a bowl with water, so I can kind of get like a faint image of myself.
Sure.
All right. Well, Wolfie said he was looking in a mirror and talking to himself.
I did say that.
So.
I was like, how do you know that I did that? But I did tell her.
Yeah. Now I'm doing it too. All right, Victor. I think you and I have some things to discuss. You feeling inclined?
Do we really need to do this right now, Kailas?
He's kind of just like hands on the table, looking down at himself. Well, I think sooner rather than later might be a good thing. I am teacher, and I'm feeling like I might need to tell the rest of the group.
Do what you feel is right.
Just curious, since we kicked your ass so bad last time. Thought maybe you wouldn't want that to happen again.
You can't win them all. But luckily, I have plenty of opportunities to try again.
Just trying to tighten your leash a wee bit, just to give you less opportunities. Unless you want to get us both killed. But
No, there are interesting developments here. I'm exactly where I would like to be for the time being.
I have some questions for you.
Ask away.
Wolfie told us that you were afraid of me. Now, why would you be afraid of someone like me?
I may have told him something to get him to stop sniffing about. It is not necessarily you that I am scared of. Closer to your heritage.
Quiet, Berlioz. And what exactly is it that you know about my heritage?
Well, I am familiar with your mother.
Are you?
Indeed.
How?
She was one of us. Wardens of the Woven Vault.
Lovely. And how long has she been a warden of the Woven Vault?
Longer than most. Not longer than me. Though I do suppose, since I no longer carry a sigil, I am not one of the wardens.
You happy about that?
No.
Didn't think you would be. Over a century and Ryden still got you beat. I imagine that has to hurt a little bit.
There's so many layers to that.
Oh, so good.
Across campaigns.
Yeah.
My biggest mistake was ever underestimating him.
I think your biggest mistake wasn't having the right ally. And you still can't see one when they're sitting right in front of you.
I know you, Kailas. I know you're kind. I know you're kind.
Do you now?
Willing to say anything and everything to get what you want.
Not exactly. I have goals. You have goals. I don't see why they couldn't line up.
I do.
Why?
Do you despise your mother that much?
Don't bring her into this.
I didn't. Ryland did.
No, I think that was enough for tonight, and he'll bash the bowl across the room.
Scattering the water across.
Yes.
You hear.
This is seething.
The evening ends.
So you ready to get in the bag?
You should have already tossed me in there.
That happened while he was in the ring, yes. Oh shit, I forgot!
Friday's just standing behind you.
It's just like shaking the ring. What? Come on!
I can hear you.
As your long, extensive travel filled with ups and downs and family members,
I hate this fucking boat.
And shenanigans.
you arrive at a familiar place. Your original hometown, Talif. A landing strip await you as the ship begins to descend. We're gonna go into break.
All right.
How did I miss we were going to die?
He said it like 2 sessions ago.
He said it earlier today.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Today's session.
they have to stop and resupply.
Lovely.
Before you go into the Frostwild, no, you stop at Talvin, you resupply.
I know that town, don't I?
You've been there a couple times going through. It's small, it's quaint, but we'll talk more about that later.
I hate your grandfather.
It'll be interesting to see where this goes. Stay tuned. We'll see you in a moment.
They're all back.
Bye.
And
Shenanigans!
I thought you were just gonna come back on screen flexing.
how loyalty is.
Get more of them simps.
No.
Oh yeah, our subscriber count just went up by like 400 just from that
No,
alone.
it went down 400.
As the
How were the
snowbreaker
negatives?
Yeah.
makes its way onto the landing stretch, it comes to a slow halt and then continues around, finding a nice little area to park itself, essentially. There is no skyport here. They're landing out in the fields, and they're parking just outside of the village.
Destroying crops.
There's no crops.
Just for my own
Destroying orphans?
questioning.
Yeah.
When you say
Potato
it
fields.
lands, so you're saying it essentially decelerates, right?
Mm-hmm.
What is keeping it aloft while you said it's like coming around like that?
There's landing gear. There's wheels.
So there's wheels.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, sorry.
How those wheels working in the snow? Oh, it's not snowy here.
It's not snowing here.
Yeah.
If you look further out, there is like patches of snow that kind of start to gather a couple miles out.
What's the elevation here?
At this point,
Is it cold?
oh, I was ready.
But we are getting close to the
It's
snow.
cold, right?
It's very cold up here. Yeah.
This is
And
awful.
fall is quickly approaching. It is the 7th of the autumnal moon as of today. You land. Comes to a stop. Well, pleasure flying together this far, but we'll resupply. Make yourselves at home here. And we'll take off tomorrow morning. I got a bunch of work to do. I got paperwork to fill out. I'm gonna drop off some barrels, pick up some stuff while we head to Nekrovsky, right?
Not exactly.
Oh, my bad. We're landing outside, the same place I crashed before.
Yeah.
I'll do my best to not crash.
I have an idea on how we can avoid all of it.
My ears open. But that'll be a talk for another time. It'll be a couple days before we get up.
Talk about it in the air.
Were you just going to jump off the ship? Real mad like.
That's exactly what I'm gonna do.
Love it.
The brooding
Bold.
bomb.
Unless
Brooding bomb.
unless Froggy over there finishes those boots for me.
Yeah, I mean, I've been working on them. These are pretty hefty. I might be almost halfway,
Nice.
maybe. The other thing we could do is I was thinking, you know how I can make myself fly? I could probably just make you fly and you carry me.
That sounds great.
Then you don't have to get angry.
Can I be angry anyways?
Yes.
You know you don't have a choice. I'm
Yeah,
just gonna
yeah.
do it.
That's your secret. You're always angry. I understand.
Sounds
A
copy.
hairy hole.
How many weeks in are you on creation?
So I started it. I started, I believe, our first day of travel.
Or first day of travel?
It's for a week and a half.
So, at this point, yeah. Yes, yeah. You're about a week and a half in, right?
And it's 3 weeks total, yeah?
5.
Oh, yikes.
5 for rare. 3 days for common, 1 week for uncommon, 5 weeks for rare.
I'll just say I'm making progress.
12
going,
weeks for
pal.
very rare, 25 weeks for legendary. Along with a number of other shit they have to do for that.
So to get off of this ship, there's like a.
Yeah, there's a
Ramp type
ramp
thing?
that extends.
When we kind of like get down the ramp, Wolfgang takes like this really deep breath of the cold air, and it's like, okay, this is where we want to be.
What time is it in the day?
You're landing probably around
God.
a little after
It's
10
cold up
o'clock
here.
in the morning. You just hear sheep off in the
That's
distance.
amazing.
Thank you.
That was really good.
Do we know that you're from
illusory
Power?
red cap? Or
I don't think I've ever
What a call.
mentioned it.
Okay. Good.
I've got to visit an old friend.
What?
What do you mean? No?
It's one of those sheep.
There's restrooms on the ship.
No, a friend here.
You know people here?
This is where my orphanage is.
Oh,
Is there a bar here?
yes.
Yes.
All
Do
right.
you need
Perfect.
us to go with you?
It's up to you. It should be a short visit.
What else is there to do here? I'll say to her and to Captain.
Let me pull up the information.
I've been here a few times.
Who is this friend
So
of
what is
yours?
there to do here?
Nothing. This is an outskirts town. Resupply. There's a tavern.
Maybe off screen I could talk with the DM about shopping?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. There isn't much, but yeah.
There's supplies.
Yeah, there's supplies. Like a general store.
Okay.
Yeah, now who's your friend?
In terms of places to do anything out here, there is the Prounslope Ranch, where they breed and feed and store Prounslopes.
What is it?
What are they?
A Prounslope,
Prouncelope?
a
Like a
Prounslope.
sheep and a rabbit?
A little bit, kind of.
Can you enunciate the syllables for me?
Prounce a lope.
Thank you.
Antelope.
Like a pouncing antelope or something like
Got
that.
it.
The Prounslope
My favorite thing I've
Ranch, it looks essentially like a giant rabbit about this tall with antlers. Extremely fluffy,
Like a jackalope.
Are they
Kinda, yeah.
Are they common out here?
but huge. Yes, very common.
So I have a lot of experience with them.
They are some of the most popular creatures to bring into the Frostwilds, as it is heavily mountainous terrain, and nothing jumps like a Prounslope.
So I know.
It's on the
I
name.
know them. I know those creatures well. Then.
Yeah, you're familiar with them.
Fantastic.
Beyond that, there's the Claren Brewery, famous for their Frosttop wheat ale. They grow Frosttop wheat out here exclusively in Taliv. Due to its proximity to the Frostwild, their wheat has been magically imbued naturally over time to brew a beer that is always frothing cold, no matter what temperature it is outside.
Well,
These are things I would be relaying to you.
This is all stuff you're familiar with them as well, growing up here.
Did you just skedaddle?
Out of here?
No. Did Nesta
Oh,
go?
no,
to
I'd
make
be
it-
hanging around a little
Okay.
bit. Just, I don't want to disappear. But once you guys figure out what you're doing, I'm going to take off. It's not too far.
right, again, who's your friend?
Who's your friend?
There's lots of friends. Don't ask questions.
Friend from the orphanage. Meredith.
Alright. She cute?
She's dead.
Oh. Well, good luck.
Same question.
I'll go with you if you don't mind.
Okay.
Big yikes.
That was the biggest yikes I've ever seen.
Bigger than the actual big yikes.
Here's something to put on the grave.
Well, maybe we
What
should.
is it?
I don't know. Something I found on the ground.
Roll a d20.
3.
3. It's a piece of grass.
Oh my god.
It's a very nice piece of grass.
Thank you.
Maybe we
Finest
should
blade in all the land.
go and honor
We'll
her.
find a trustier blade.
It's alright.
As a group.
Trustier blade of glass.
What else are we gonna do?
You can go to the tavern.
Why would I drink when there's such stakes that are on the horizon?
That's exactly why you would drink.
Yes,
Nesta, what do you want us to do?
Whatever you want.
Well, what we want is to defer to you in
Oh,
this
no.
moment. So, would you like us to join you at your friend's grave, or would you like for us to fuck off? You can be honest.
For once.
Wow. If,
Frogman did not say that.
here's what I'll say. I know there's safety in traveling in a group. If you want to follow me at least to the outskirts of the orphanage, I think I'll be able to make it to the gravesite on my own.
Sure. Let's go.
Sure.
Then we drink.
Maybe just point out the tavern on your way.
I will.
It's. You will not be able to miss it. It's right there.
It's a very small town.
Alright.
There we go.
You guide them out towards the fields, a little ways past any major farms that are located out there, closer to the actual wilderness itself, where a number of the dead of that evening were placed and buried.
On the way, can I find something better than blade of grass?
Roll me a nature or survival check.
Nat
12.
12. Okay, it's not bad. You find a red cap mushroom.
I'm not giving her that.
Okay. It's beautiful, bright pigments, big bassy stalk.
As a mushroom would be.
It's very mushy.
Very mushroom.
I lean down, I pick up a nice looking stone, and I hand it to you.
Oh.
Just holding a rock and a mushroom. I'm like,
Give her the stone.
why?
Just do it.
It's a symbol.
What? Sorry, I called out your dead friend. Here's something to put on the grave.
I ever steered you wrong. I've got to
I
give
feel like
it.
you're about to. Here's a rock for the.
It's beautiful. Thank you. And a single tear.
I kind of look over you and go, fucking told you so.
All right. Well, we're done.
We were both nobodies in the orphanage together, me and Marilith. She was a tiefling. I told Regwin about an attack that we had when I was a kid by the Shadowfell. And the clerics who came and rescued us were the clerics of the Temple of Lunaris. But during the attack, Marilith didn't make it.
Do you remember what attacked her? You?
It was some kind of skeletal figure. It was chasing us out of the orphanage, and it just kind of pierced through her heart.
With its hand or like, wow.
Yeah.
Terribly sorry for your loss, Mister.
Thank you.
It's a hard thing.
We made each other these friendship bracelets. I'm wearing my purple bracelet that I always have. Anyway.
I believe, I know it was a while ago when we designed all this, I believe after the death you took hers and you wove them together into one bracelet on yours.
I forgot about that. That was really cute.
It was a great touch, that's why I remembered it. That was your idea, by the way, too.
So smart.
You end up making your way out to the major fields, where a number of standing simple sticks have been laid in the ground, marking these graves.
We've all departed at this point, right?
No, we're kind of like, she's like 100 feet away from us.
Okay.
We're kind of like milling about at the front.
A number of them have different flowers, a few offerings here and there, but a good chunk of them are left unmarked, beyond what probably Opal would bring to some of these. And you see where Marilith is.
I'll just sit with her for a minute and, put my hand on her marker, say a prayer. And then when it's time to go, I'm going to take my bracelet and I'm going to leave it on her marker, along with the shiny stone that Kaidos gave me.
Hold him down.
And I'll go back to the group.
As you turn to walk away, you feel a hand on your shoulder, and it kind of turns you back around, and there's a single flower that has started to bloom.
There's no one around me? What kind of flower is it?
It's bright yellow.
A weed!
Get it out of here!
Last of the season.
It is actually a daffodil, yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dandelion.
Daffodils are heavily associated with death.
I'll acknowledge it and turn back.
Heading back to the group. Where are you going off to?
Bar.
Gonna drink the night away? For a relatively small community out here, they have a fantastic facility at this brewery. Everything brewed at location, of course, on tap, Frost Top Ale.
Is there a band here?
Not currently. It is also early in the morning. The afternoon
Oh.
hasn't exactly kicked in.
No.
It's quiet out here, but it is a large facility, definitely designed for a good couple hundred people to come into a space
wow.
like
It's
this.
a big asshole.
It's a huge hall.
That's what?
Hall.
Um,
What do you think I said?
I will.
Asshole.
It's a big asshole.
Wolfgang will probably try to locate the
Love a big
post
hole.
office, the government facility, whatever would be considered the town hall type thing in this place.
Okay. There's the mayor's mansion. Mansion. Referred to as mansion. It's not even close to the mansion that you
Is it-
guys have.
Is it a public facility though?
Yes, anyone is allowed to enter the space. There aren't
I will head
major
there
guards in the area.
after we get situated at the tavern.
Okay. You all settle down, get a drink. Bartender comes up to you and just, what'll it be?
I thought you only had one thing.
We got more, but
What? Around.
Frost top. Yeah,
Alright.
okay.
Let's start there.
All right. Frost top ale coming in. Shit, I'm stepping on cords.
I don't know what that is.
What is a chord?
Yeah.
What's the
Like
An
a musical
accordion.
chord, I think he's
Oh,
talking
it's
about.
C.
Right.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Interesting.
It would.
That you could step on one.
A little dissonant. He needs to work on his, music theory. But
I'm new here.
And timing.
He walks off. Now it wants my password.
Falling apart. Falling apart.
Brings you guys some drinks.
Is the Opal Orphanage still open in town?
Yeah, of course. Opal's there too. Not too many kids popping up this time around, but I suppose that's a blessing.
That is
Not much else to do up
by her
here.
life.
Yeah.
What do you hear from Necrosia these days?
Ooh, not much. More often than not, they tend to keep to themselves. They don't exactly venture too far down, considering all the,
Mm-hmm.
So, no, we don't hear much. Occasionally catch a airship or two passing by. I haven't seen one in a couple months now. But,
In a couple months.
yeah, about 2 months or so. Granted, they don't get a ton of air traffic. Not a lot of things going up to Necrosia. Again, they keep to themselves, but... Yeah. Why?
Just curious.
Alright. Y'all adventuring folk, huh?
What gave it away?
Your weapon, your armor. I mean, I could go on, but
what about me?
you got that book.
What about me?
You're just handsome.
Thank you. I like this place.
Let's go outside and have a drink. See how much you like it.
Why don't we drink outside?
It's beautiful out there.
There's so much space in here.
We do have some open air seating as well, if you'd like.
Open air seating, guys.
Mhm. Deck out in the back. Just go right down that way.
We don't
make a
all
right.
have the installation that you do.
Win and Taliv, I guess.
I'll go outside.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Word of warning: you're gonna want to get some winter clothes before heading into those mountains. We're coming into fall, and even fall out there gets frigid. Once
You know-
winter rolls in, you're gonna want more than just winter clothes. Get some fire on you.
Do you know anywhere in town
Fire
that
on us.
sells?
Torches. Or,
Oh, okay. I thought you said we should set ourselves on fire, and I was like,
no.
I'm willing to watch you try, though.
Yeah, there's plenty of places out here. If you go to the tannery just down the street, make a right. That house, they're fixing up the hole in that thatch in there, but they're still open. They're working.
Sources of arcane fire?
Unless you got it with you. We don't have much here. We're a little more simple folk. We ain't like them Tonkton folk. But welcome to stay as long as you want.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Of course. You're a holy folk, ain't you?
I am.
You're gonna be intrinsic out there. Good to have one.
Is there
Thanks.
a room and board here as well?
Not at the brewery itself, but we do have an inn down that way.
A night off the ship. That could be nice.
sounds great.
I mean, hammocks aren't too bad, but it'd be nice to get an actual decent bed.
Decent's the right word. Don't expect too much more than that, but it's comfy.
You got food?
Of course we got food. Kitchen's not open, but I'll get something prep for you.
All right, so we'll stay here the next 6 to 12 hours, and then off to the inn.
All right. I mean, hang out here at night. We really start blowing up down here. Live music, good food,
Perfect.
dancing,
Love it.
festivities.
Sounds even better.
We work hard, but we play harder out here.
Can
Love
you
it.
stop by and get some layers on us, maybe?
Mm-hmm.
Tailors or anything like that?
Yeah, like I said, Tanner.
Okay.
They've got more than enough for you.
Yes, perhaps we should get that now while it's still...
If we're to be sitting outside, I would love some more clothes.
Some good wool clothing will do
I
you.
thought I'd hear you say such a thing.
I really don't want to cover this up, but I feel like my nipples could cut glass right now.
Vivid, thank you.
Then we'll prestidigitate your nips to warm them up a little bit.
You just watch them slowly recede.
All right. A little bit more to the left, Mr. Knight.
This is the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
Lower.
Lower.
Yeah, y'all definitely adventuring folk. All right, I'll get some food for you. He heads back, brings out classic meat potatoes. You know, it's tavern food. It ain't the best thing, but it's damn reliable. The day is yours. You eventually gather some evening clothing or winter clothing.
Winter clothing.
Sorry.
Layers
Evening
of
attire.
types of
I mean,
things.
with the type of sheet that they have out here, it's you are bundled up and plenty warm. If you stood out in the sun in this clothing, you'll start sweating real fast.
Mm.
I kind of look like what's his name from South Park.
Kenny?
Yes.
I'm just imagining like the
And I'm
wild
just
wing
waiting for you to
clothing from
die.
Game of Thrones.
There you go.
That's exactly what it looks like.
Yeah.
That's
There's
like
passage.
a very common
Thank you.
clothing
Yeah.
attire. That's how the wild wings look. And the crows.
A lot of your attire is actually starting to match his.
Wolfgang does not get any clothes because he already has them.
He's always been in winter clothes. Oh god, he must have stunk, dude.
Oh yeah, I did not love the summer in Lemonster.
In
It was
Lemonster.
very hot.
You're just sitting there sweating along white guard
Oh,
duty.
constantly.
Oh god.
Yeah. Yeah, it was rough.
Victoria comes back with, for the first time ever, new clothing.
Oh,
She hadn't changed any clothing since Foxstrom.
Wow.
she didn't change and...
Really haven't treated your
She's ready
lady,
for it.
have you?
I gave her 1,000 gold, so I don't know what you want me to do.
She's good with her money.
She's a
Other
grown woman. She
priorities.
can buy her own things.
Yeah. She comes back wearing a lot more blacks.
Mm.
Me too.
Lovely.
As often as our home was a bit of a shithole.
Certain elements are nice.
Yes. All right.
It's Russian fur hat, I imagine.
Anything else you would like to do?
I'm gonna go try to go to the mayor's mansion.
Okay.
I'm going to try to slip away.
Stealth?
Yeah.
Roll stealth check.
At disadvantage because
Victoria will help you.
Because of your armor.
Straight roll.
5.
Yeah, you all hear him.
Where you gone?
Yeah,
I'll be
we're
right
off
back.
too.
I'll be right back. I gotta
Oh,
Good
keeping
talk.
secrets, are we?
No. You wouldn't know anything about that. I'll be back, guys.
I trust you.
Why wouldn't you?
Right.
I guess he's off then.
Head off towards the mayor's office.
Don't know where.
Walking in,
Not much here.
Yeah.
There's a gentleman behind the counter who's currently
Imagine he'd
writing
know
down in
someone, yeah.
some sort of ledger. You walk in.
Let's
kinda,
come in.
oh, hey, welcome. Jack Rutherford, at your service.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Mayor of Talif.
Jack.
Yeah.
Have you had any, pleasure to meet you. Have you had any contact with Necropsia in the past few months?
In the past few months, no. Nothing's really coming through
No
there.
word?
Hmm.
Is that uncommon?
I mean, not terribly. Don't speak to us too much. We're tiny folk.
Mm-hmm.
Even Necropsia's bigger than we are, but I wouldn't say it would be uncommon, but it's not out of the ordinary.
Have there been more incursions by the undead into your land lately?
No. The wall takes care of that.
The what?
A bit of a wall. We got a wall.
Oh.
The wall.
And
But-
The wall.
like a good dozen obscura over there.
The fuck?
Why are there obscura here?
Because undead wander down this way.
They're just permanently stationed here?
Yeah, it's part of their job.
That's
Tongsten, officially.
Part of the watch.
Okay. Anything interesting of note? Problems happening lately in town?
No, not really. It's been pretty quiet.
Good.
No real reason for us to be bothered. We've got an anniversary coming up here pretty soon of when we were beset by those shadow beastie thingies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Excellent.
Anniversary's coming up.
Good talk. I leave.
You would actually know. It's probably about 23 days.
How many years?
That would be the new. That would be. Well, I mean, how old were you when you got hit?
I don't remember now.
I think we said you were around like 6 or 7. We'll look at notes.
Yeah, we'll think of that.
It's been close to 20 years by this point. The new moon of the Black Wind moon.
Whoa.
The what?
Black Wind moon.
Interesting.
You say that every time I say Black Wind moon.
I know.
Beyond that, we have a quiet vigil.
He's talking to himself.
Like a phantom in the wind. Yeah, that'll be my next poem.
He snuck away.
Oh, no, it-
Armor shaking.
Wolfgang's gonna then go to the wall.
Okay. It's a couple miles out.
Never mind. Wolfgang's gonna go back to the town.
All right. Head back to the tavern.
City of Wool.
Evening approaches.
Stardust references in this group.
Yeah.
It's pretty great.
Farmer folks start to funnel in. I couldn't find the word. They start to funnel
Trickle.
into the area. It seems like a ragtag band starts to pop up onto the stage. Bit of like a washboard kind of thing going on. Fiddle play.
Real
It's a lot of
country.
a little country, a little upbeat. Good energy, good vibes. Drinks start to pour faster, and the evening is held in festivity. It isn't long, Nesta, before some people start to recognize you. You can tell. No one approaches you
Purple hair?
directly, but there's but you're kind of also the only one who looked like that in the orphanage too. But there's a couple of like older ladies nearby at one of the tables. They've each got drinks, but they're kind of whispering, looking at you, and then they like giggle to themselves.
Drink.
You do also see eventually Shoshana Opal does come in.
I definitely shrieked down.
We're all kind of like,
You all right there? Right.
Enhance ability dex.
Callus is off dancing.
That's the lady who used to run the orphanage.
is she a good one or a bad one? Do we like her?
No.
Do you want me to go?
I'm fine.
I will.
I'm just gonna live here under the table.
If you're trying to hide, don't worry. I'm here to help you out.
You could always just put up a hood.
I will do that.
Especially with winter clothing, you absolutely have a.
What was so terrible about her?
She just was, well, probably the meanest lady I've ever met in my life.
When you were a kid?
Mm-hmm.
She was mean to children, huh? Sounds like a nice lady. You sure you don't want me to go?
I'm sure. No, it's fine. It's fine. We're fine.
From the dance floor, Kyler shouts, Nesta, come dance with me!
You're the worst person.
Oh, so good.
Now I have to make another roll.
He did that. I go. Wolfgang's like trying not to laugh, but he's like.
A couple people start to look around. A couple people notice you. You do see Opal, who does not make eye contact with you. But she does kind of hear that individual, that strange man on the dance floor. yell, and she kind of looks around, a little confused, but can't seem to notice you.
You want me to go punch him?
Oh, I'll gladly help with that.
I'm alright. I'm alright.
All right, well, fine then. Mr. Nand, Wolfie, Professor.
I start Muppet armsing towards you.
Yep. I'll run over, I'll like grab his hands and just start like twirling off onto the dance floor.
So much alcohol tonight. You're really feeling it.
With the energy that is suddenly brought up by our Shatterkai and Deep Gnome friends.
Still wrapped in too many layers. I can barely raise my arms.
You basically
I just like swing him around.
Feet kicking.
Yeah.
A number of other people jump in, and there's a bit of a group dance that begins to set in. A lot of arms grabbing circled around.
Oh, I want to dance.
Evening of joy and festivity is held. Unless anyone wants to do, we will.
if anyone wants to ruin it.
Yeah, we will hop into the next day.
To you to ruin it.
I'm not ruining it.
A quiet
I'm drinking.
reunion, seeing your original home and tasting the bittersweet memories that come with it. Times where you've stolen a prouncelope and spent too much time on it, feeling the soreness in your back the next day. But jovial memories and sore ones as well. Dawn approaches.
Throw me in the bag.
Hey, did you ever get me my other potion out of there?
Still working on it. Lots of distractions out there on the dance floor.
I guess so, man.
I will say, with one more day of travel, if you work through it, you don't even have to stay up through a long rest.
Okay.
One more day of travel, you'll have completed another potion.
Okay. Sweet.
You were all jostled awake by a automaton, just shaking your beds. It's time to go.
Oh, thank
Sam's
God.
in the inn.
And I'm out of bed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, different automatons.
Let's go. I'm like throwing stuff into the bed.
Yep.
You're sweating.
Thank you. Yes. Let's go.
It's just a bizarre thing. I can't sweat.
Love
Splash
the
in the
observation.
Eager to leave. are
Killed
we?
Sim.
I've been doing jumping jacks.
Nice. Good play.
You know, I never came back here after. And I don't think I will again.
Well, I'm sure your friend appreciated it, but will probably also understand if she went through the same circumstances you did.
Let's go.
Right.
You all hop up onto the ship.
Yeah, alright.
Okay.
Stand behind.
No, I was gonna ruin something, but
Ruin it.
Gonna punch the lady.
I was literally gonna go to the orphanage and have a conversation.
I did write why she was a mean person.
I wasn't dancing.
We're not there for subtleties.
That's true. As you take off into the sky, heading north. I think that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Okay.
As the bit of snow begins to fall down before you. Welcome to the Frost Wilds.
As soon as the snow starts falling, I take my
I
box
fucking
and
knew it. Start catching it. You accumulate a bit. We will find out what happens once you send it off.
I imagine you just finding a snow patch and just dragging the box along it.
No joke. Like when your mom and the other person were falling, but like when it was a storm rolling in, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna jump on the edge of the ship. I'm gonna open the box and try and catch a lightning bolt.
That was your next
Oh
instructions.
my god. Professor Fried at the end of the ship.
For science.
Well, knocking at the doorsteps of Hovel Hollow and entering into the dire world that is the Frost Wilds.
Third potion. Done.
Boom, baby.
Third potion done. We'll see what awaits our adventurers in our next episode.
You gave me that second one as well out of your.
Yes.
As always, thank you guys so much for joining us. Be sure to catch us on all of our socials, 20 Chronicles across the board. Lauren will be back with us for our next episode.
Finally.
Very excited to have her back at the table. We have missed her terribly.
A little sanity here.
Yeah, seriously. She is the glue that
is the
keeps
rock.
our group together. She's a rock, the rock that you throw at your friends.
I need my dance partner back. Frogman just spins.
Partially because his feet are on the
Yeah.
ground.
Was that a Bug's Life reference?
Nope.
Don't they just give a rock at one point in that?
No, it's a Jewish thing.
Seed.
Oh.
Oh, great. Over my head.
Well, we will see you guys here, same time, same place. Thank you all so very much. Good night.
Bye.
Bye. And Shenanigans.
And